Now is the time for listening to a few words of Dhamma, few words of the Buddha, for our own reflection. So just now we did meditation, and meditation, some of you may be thinking that I should be free from all the thoughts. And that is one of the thinking or understanding you may be having. But according to Buddha, that state of thoughtlessness is something that comes eventually, right? It doesn't come immediately, or at least in the beginning, it won't be there, right? That's the reason we have this something called a reflection. Reflection on your thoughts and experiencing your feelings, right? And trying to relax ourselves, because as you more and more relax yourself, then there is a possibility that you will be in that state of thoughtlessness, and why you need that, right? Why you need that thoughtlessness state, why you need to get relaxed, is because when you are relaxed, when there are less thoughts coming in, then there is a possibility for us to see things clearly. As you all know, some of you might have heard the word vipassana. That is seeing things clearly. So we can see things clearly. And why do we need to see things clearly? Why do we need? So we need to see things clearly so that we are able to organize ourselves. We're able to organize our mind. When our mind is organized, our life becomes organized. When our life becomes organized, then things can go smoothly, right? Today we see a lot of organization, right? A lot of companies, a lot of societies, they're there to organize. If you see a country, I feel that is also an organization, right? Countries are organization, states are organization. Family is also an organization through the marriage institution. Marriage is literally an organization. In Islam, they say marriage is contract, right? Contract between men and women. So that's how it is, right? So it's all about organizing. And why do we need organizing? Why do we need organizing? Because if we don't organize, then we don't know what will happen to us. We don't know where things will go. It will be chaos. The whole thing will be chaos, right? Imagine, right? Imagine a country which is unorganized, then what happens, right? Now the problem happening in Manipur state, everything is chaos there, because now the organizational structure has been affected badly due to some reason, whatever that is. So now we talk about chaos at the national level, at the family level, at the state level, right? We talk about that, but then who are these? What is the nation, right? It is people. The nation is composed of people. There are people in the nation. And who are these people? You and I, right? All of us. All of us are nation. All of us are family. All of us are state, country. We are part of that, right? So um, therefore, unless there is some organization organizing happening at the individual level, it is impossible for us to have a peaceful nation, to have a well-structured nation. It is impossible. So therefore, Buddha often spoke about the organization happening at the individual level. He was always focusing on individual individual organizing. So meditation is all about that, right? You just sit and you just see yourself, what's happening, right? Just like you see, you go to your bedroom or your room, kitchen, or your other places, and when you see your room, then you see, okay, this is here, this needs to go, this needs to be clean, this is needed, this is some of the things are empty, I need to fill it up, right? You do that, right? For that, you need to work on that, you need to focus there. Immediately you don't get a well-organized room when you enter into your room. Like take the kitchen, right? It is once you cook, so everything is in different places, so you need to keep them in one places. So in the same way, our mind is like that. So now, to understand our mind, to understand ourselves, Buddha used this thing called khanda. Khanda is aggregate. It means a composition, a heap, a collection, basically. In simple word, it is a collection of things. That is khanda. Okay, so he spoke about 5 khandas. Like now, khanda is we, as individual, like how we are composed of, right? So there are 5. The first one is called Rupa Khanda. That is our physical body, which is made up of fire, water, earth, and then heat. That's the whole 4 thing we have. Now, if you ask what is there in our body, it is just the 4 in different format, different color, different stage. Then there is, after Rupa Khanda, there is a Vedana Khanda. Vedana is feeling. We have all feelings. Pleasant feelings, unpleasant feelings, and neutral feelings. It is also called neither pleasant nor unpleasant. That is neutral feeling. Right? So this is the neutral Vedana. Then Rupa Khanda, Vedana Khanda, then Sanya Khanda. Sanya is translated as perception. The way we perceive. Like we see something and okay, we see something and then it's our we identify when we see somebody, we see them and say, oh, this is bad, this is good, this is not good, this is right, this is wrong. In the same way, whatever we hear, whatever we smell, whatever we touch, and whatever we think, we label, we recognize, or we identify, perceive, or assume something as right, wrong, nice, not nice, good, bad, whatever. That is perception. Then Sanya Khanda, then Sankhara Khanda. Sankhara Khanda. Sankhara Khanda is translated as formation, formation, something which forms. So it is formation of our action, our intention, our willingness, right? Our deeper emotions, our idea of acting, our idea of habit, this habit pattern that we have. So these are in three forms, like mental actions, verbal actions, and physical actions. That is the action that we have at the level of we commit through the mind and through the speech and through the body. That is three actions that we sort of do, right? We accumulate, we perform. Okay, so that is Sankharaka. The final one is, it is called Vijnana Khanda. Vijnana Khanda is the aggregates of consciousness. The fact that we are conscious, like we see now, we see, we hear, again, the six senses. Through that we're able to see, or awareness, now that I'm speaking, you're listening, so it is a consciousness that is conscious of the sound, or conscious of the form that we see each other. So that is eye consciousness. Okay, so when we speak of a being, a human being, or for that matter any other being, it is nothing but just these five things. Yeah, there are beings which sometimes the very higher beings who doesn't have form also, but then now let us speak of human being just, right? So when we talk about human being, we only have these five things, that is the body, the feeling, the perception, the formation, and the consciousness. Okay, this is all we have, And now, why do we dissect this? Why do we look at these things? Why Buddha in the first place spoke about these five things? Because it is, again, as I was saying in the beginning, it is about